think there's several things that exhibitors need to keep in mind when they exhibit at a skills event. One, certainly about the look of the stand. When you book a stand with us, you are given the stand structure and the basic stand, but it is really then up to you as an exhibitor to fill that space with whatever's going to work for you. Really think carefully about the visual nature of the stand, utilising the back walls, covering those with panels or posters or questions, and then making sure that you've got space and that you can invite people onto your space. I think that's an important thing to consider. Not to block your stand off completely by tables. I think you want to get people onto your space and interacting with you.
One of the most important things when you're dressing your stand is to think about eye level and where people are going to look. It's no good making sure that all your posters are fantastic, but your messages are down by people's ankles because they won't see them. Some people make sure that their stands look fantastic from the front, but as the young person walks past, all they can see is packing boxes. So we would advise that you look at it from all angles and that you just use really simple ideas.
Try and bring something that is tactile along that people can get a hold of. And look at and pull to pieces if it comes to pieces, not just leaflets.
It's always really effective when your stand and the way you've dressed your stand actually works with the opportunities you've got on offer.
I think having an interactive element is key. Not only can it show young people some of the skills that they might need, but it also acts as a really good hook to get as many of the young people that come through the door talking to that exhibitor. And it really is hopefully giving young people a flavour of an organisation, the employer, and what they may be doing if they were to be involved with that exhibitor.
So having that kind of initial pull in means that you get people who are engaged and interested, and then we'll start to ask questions. So I think it's really important when you're at this event that you actually go out and talk to people rather than just expect them to come to you, because naturally they're not coming.
You also want to then make sure that you have some great people on that stand, so staffing it with the right people, with the right attitude is really important, making sure that they are proactive, they're not afraid to be up, talking to young people and really making the most of the opportunity that the platform of the skills events offer.
I would say be very friendly, invite as many people in as you can, and just get people open and talking about things. Asking questions is really important as well, try and get them answered and get them just interested really.
So what we do encourage exhibitors to think about is to kind of plan really well and think out what they're going to be trying to do at the show. Are they trying to sign up people for an application for a job? Do they just want to get the profile of what they do raised? So do they just really want to try and talk to as many people? If before an event they kind of plan that out and think carefully about the targets that they might have for the show and how they can measure that, then it's something that they can sit down after an event and really think about how well they achieved that and what they would do better next time perhaps.
We had 1,384 applications for 12 apprenticeships, and a lot of those applications came on the back of this skills fair. So this year we recruited before the skills fair. We only had 210 applications for apprenticeships, so that says a lot. If I was going to benchmark it, that's what I would benchmark it against.
I suppose one thing what's important for us is to make sure that what we've seen here, and when we have people coming to ask us questions, that we actually see them coming back to us either for interviews, for opening days, etc. And I think the great thing from our point of view this year is that there'll be 4 or 5 people that I definitely know are sat in a classroom being taught at Northumberland College who we saw just from this event, and without this event they would not be sat in our classrooms now being taught. So we have actually got our investment back, and I'm sure there's a lot more that will have heard from us by being here.
Make the most of the events. You're competing against every other exhibitor in the hall, and the groups that are attending may be here for a couple of hours, but there's a lot for them to see, there's a lot for them to have a go at, there's lots of interactive activities and hands-on experiences, so you really have to kind of step up to the mark and think about how you're going to promote yourself from that space.